and today I'm counting down my top 5 favorite non-Disney animated movies. I have been wanting to make this list for a long time. I actually really wanted to make a top 10 favorite Disney movies, but that is way too difficult and my brain might explode trying to put them on a top 10. But I have a lot of favorite animated movies that are not Disney, so I put them on a list, and these are like seriously some of my favorite movies. I grew up watching some of them. So starting this countdown off with a newer movie, number 5 is Despicable Me. I love this movie. I think it is so cute. It was one of those movies that I really wasn't expecting it to be very good, and then when I saw it I was like, oh my gosh, this movie is so good, and it's funny, and I love all the characters. It was adorable. I felt like it was a really great movie for kids and adults, and I just love the first Despicable Me movie. I didn't like the second one as much because it didn't have the same storyline. I mean, the storyline in the first movie is so great that the second one just, you know, it was fun, it was cute, but it was no original. But I think it is so adorable, and I love the minions, and the little girls are so funny, and that fluffy unicorn! I want one. Okay, so this next one was so hard to put at number 4 because it was one of those movies growing up that I would run home from school, I'd watch Sailor Moon first, and then after Sailor Moon I would immediately watch this movie, and I would watch it almost every single day because I was obsessed with it and the music in it. And number 4 is The Prince of Egypt. I love this movie so much. I saw it 3 times in theaters, and I was really young when it came out, and I begged my mom every weekend. I was like, please take me to go see Prince of Egypt. She's like, you've seen it like a million times. Why do you want to keep watching it? But I was so obsessed with it. This movie also has amazing music in it. Amazing. I remember I bought the soundtrack. Well, my mom bought me the soundtrack when I was a kid, and I used to play it all the time. I knew every single word. It's like bringing up all these memories for me of like hanging out with my friends, singing all the songs. The music in it is just so beautiful and so fun, and as a kid, that's just one of my favorite movies. Love that movie. Wish it could be lower on my list. Oh geez, I should have done the top 10 because we're already down to the bottom 3, and this was so difficult for me. Seriously, I was having such a hard time with the number 3 and number 2 spot because they're both great movies, but I'm gonna go... Okay, so number 3 is How to Train Your Dragon. Oh, I love that movie so much. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. It was another one of those movies that you weren't really expecting it to be great, and you go and see it and you're like, oh my gosh, this is the best movie ever. It's so good. And I just absolutely love this, and of course I love dragons, so seeing this movie was like perfect for me. I just love the whole storyline. I love that Hiccup has to prove himself, and he meets a dragon, and it's a dragon that no one's ever actually seen before. And sorry if I'm giving away any spoilers if you haven't seen this movie, but if you haven't seen this movie, you should get off YouTube and go get the movie right now, because I promise you, it is such a good movie. I love it. I'm so excited for the second one. I think it's coming out this year too. So I'm so excited for How to Train Your Dragon 2. I hope it's as good as How to Train Your Dragon 1. So that was number 3, How to Train Your Dragon. One of my very favorite movies. I love it. Number 2. Okay, so this one you guys may or may not have seen. I'm sure more girls have seen it than guys, but it's such a good movie. And my number 2 favorite non-Disney animated movie is The Swan Princess. I love this movie so much. Like, words can't express how much I love this movie, because I don't know what it was. Maybe it was the fact that Odette was this beautiful princess with long blonde hair, and I loved her, and I loved the prince, and he was awesome, and I just think it had such a funny beginning to it, and then it got really dark and twisted for a children's animated movie, which I loved because I'm crazy, I guess. But I really loved that this movie had more to it than just like singing and dancing. It had like a really bad villain who killed people and like kidnapped people and forced them to live in his castle and become his wife, and it's just, you know, there's a lot of creepiness happening in that movie, but I think that's what made it so different than other movies. I just love this movie so much. It had some really good songs in it as well, not as good as The Prince of Egypt, but I really did like the music in it, and I used to go around going, for longer than forever. I love that movie. I want to go watch it right now. The sequels weren't as good as the original because, you know, it's really hard to recreate that awesome evil character, and you know, he wasn't in it, and therefore it wasn't as good, and I loved him, and I loved everyone in it. I love that movie. Go watch it if you haven't seen it. Alright, and my number one favorite non-Disney animated movie is Anastasia. Oh, I love Anastasia. I know I've been saying it about all these movies, but literally this is the one movie. Well, I said that about all of them. I said I used to watch them every day. I must have just sat down as a kid and watched back-to-back movies, because I literally remember watching a lot of these movies all the time, and Anastasia was one of those movies. It had an amazing story, it had amazing music, and it was fun and dramatic and had an awesome villain. Rasputin was the best villain. I think to this day he has the best villain song in any movie. I don't care what you guys say. I already did a Disney villains countdown, but I'm telling you, his song In the Dark of the Night is the best villain song in an animated movie. It just is. It's so good. And Anastasia had two beautiful songs, Once Upon a December and Journey to the Past, and both of those songs are like show-stopping songs. Anastasia was one of those movies that everyone thought it was a Disney movie because it felt like a Disney movie, and it had amazing music like a Disney movie. So therefore, growing up, kids would be like, oh yeah, Anastasia's my favorite Disney movie, and I'd be the brat that's like, it's not a Disney movie! It's not! I heard a rumor later on in life that Disney actually bought the rights to Anastasia after the fact, because maybe they were planning on doing a sequel or something. I guess it never really worked out. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure if that's true or not. If you guys know, let me know. But I really think that Anastasia would make an amazing Broadway show. Whoever owns the rights should just make it into a Broadway show, because it shouldn't be over. I think that it has amazing music, an amazing storyline. It has big, elaborate sets. I mean, there's so much potential with that movie to be made into a show. I think it would be amazing, and I think someone should do it. It would be awesome. Well, there you have it, my top 5 favorite non-Disney animated movies. They're just all so good. It was really hard to make a top 5, but those really are movies that I grew up with and that really means something to me. Except Despicable Me 2 and How to Train Your Dragon, which only came out like a few years ago, but the other 3, like, I just grew up watching all the time and love. But I want to hear from you. What is your favorite non-Disney animated movie? There's so many to choose from. Was it one of the ones that I picked or something else? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Hey guys, don't forget you can now get awesome Legend of Katie and Dragon merchandise in my store at katiewilson.spreadshirt.com. Make sure you check it out because there is a ton of awesome dragon things.